All right, welcome to 2022 and our first real estate update of the year. Kind of shocked to see what the numbers are right now, and that means that this extreme seller's market not changing anytime soon. This is Steve, real estate agent with the Malone Realty Group here at EXP in Atlanta. So, just got the numbers in, and some of these numbers may change over the next couple of days as some of the numbers are updated, things like that, as we get some of the last minute sales and stuff in from December. So we're just going to look at the numbers coming out of December into January. These are, again, not officially finalized because there's still a few closings that have yet to be counted, things like that. But that being said, this is where we are right now. When you look at the numbers across the FMLS and across the extreme Metro Atlanta MLS. So the FMLS is kind of the broader Atlanta area, North Georgia area, and then we're looking at kind of the greater Atlanta numbers as well. So here are some of the numbers that we just got on. As far as the number of homes that are on the market right now. So this is at the end of December going into January. So they take this number December 31st, January 1st, like that, switch over date. Where are the numbers right now? So for the FMLS, the number is at 10,304 homes. That's of all price ranges, all areas, all whatever within the FMLS. Again, that's the larger one. That's the lowest number. We have access to the data back to 2012. That's the lowest number that we've seen from a month standpoint, from the beginning of end of 1 month to the beginning of the next month. That's the lowest number we've seen since 2012. Now it probably goes back even further than that. In the greater Atlanta area, and that's the closer in metro area, 6798. So 6,800 homes of all shapes and sizes and price ranges. Again, that's the lowest number. Now, we typically see a lull in activity and a lull in the number of homes on the market this time of year. December is usually where things go quiet, then they rebounds going into the spring. So it's not unusual that this is where the dip is. What's unusual is how extreme the dip is right now. It's further down than it was even last year in the middle of what was considered a crazy market. And I think one of the last videos that we did, we talked about this being, back last spring we were 5 out of 5 on the craziness scale. Middle of 2021, it kind of relaxed a little bit. We went to like a 3 out of 5 on the craziness scale. Towards the end of the year, we cranked it back up to 4 out of 5. So 4 out of 5 stars on the craziness scale. So I think we're getting close to like maybe 4 to 4.5 stars right now when you look at those numbers. So the other thing is we look at is months of supply. So that is the number of homes we have on the market right now. Let's say we added 0 homes. We add no more homes. At the rate that we're selling homes right now, how long will the inventory last? Okay. And the number that we're looking for, typically is something in the neighborhood of 6 months. If you have 6 months of supply, that's a balanced market. Anything above 6 months is a buyer's market. Below 6 months is a seller's market. We've been in a seller's market for like ever. But it's been way, way low. It's been down in the low ones for a while. So it's been an extreme seller's market. It had rebounded upwards a little bit. However, as of December going into January, the numbers, the FMLS, so the broader North Georgia area, we're at 1.1 months. That's the lowest number that we've seen since 2012. It's even lower than it was during that crazy period last year. And in the greater Atlanta area, it's at 1.0. That too, the lowest number that we've seen, 1.0. So we only have 1 month worth of inventory, which is crazy when you think about it. Again, that's the lowest number, even lower than what we saw last year. So what does that mean? There's not a whole lot of homes out there. And where it stems from, and the issue that it stems from is the fact that you combine the new listings with the listings that we already have and how many we sell and things like that. So that's the other thing that is really crazy is the number of new listings that are being added. So FMLS in December, the number of listings that were added to the system was about 6,700. It was 6,692. That was the lowest level that we've seen since 2019. So it's been a couple years since we've seen that. And again, those numbers go down at the end of December. So that December is typically a very slow month as far as adding inventory. So it's not unusual. So that's why we're not freaking out. This was happening in June or July. We got plenty of stuff to freak out about. That being said, we're not going to completely freak out about it, but it is worth noting that's the lowest number we've seen in a couple of years. In the greater Atlanta area, again, the closer in metro area, we're at 4733. That's the lowest level since 2017. So we added the fewest number of homes that we've added in about 4 years in the metro Atlanta area last month. So we're in a situation where we have very low inventory. We still have buyers that are out there. The interest rates are still competitive. We're trying to break this cycle of having such low inventory. If we can break that cycle and at least get to a more normalized market, which I think everybody's expecting to happen at some point this year, that would kind of alleviate the pressure. So hoping for that and expecting that and needing that, we then have the lowest level of homes added that we've seen, in 4 years in the metro Atlanta area. So, things are not changing yet. What does that mean? Okay, so I gave you the numbers. What does that mean? What it means for right this very second is right this very second, there's not a whole lot out there. If you are buying a house in this market in January, you need to be ready to get into a battle. Okay, a lot of people have been in this battle for a long time. There are some people who have been looking for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, put in dozens of offers, have missed out on dozens of homes because there's that many buyers out there. So you need to be ready for that when you get into the market. Okay, it's not the kind of market where we're gonna check things out and see how it goes. This is a market where it's time to bring it, and we have that conversation with our people before we get in, and we let them know this is the market that we're in. We just sold a house at the end of last year with a couple that we're still kind of shocked that it worked out, but it was the first house we looked at, the first house we put an offer in on. It was a multiple offer situation, and we won the house. But part of it was we had the conversation ahead of time saying, look, if we don't go through all these steps and we don't do this, we're going to be standing here 6 months from now, 9 months from now, talking about how we're going to get this house. And it's hard because they haven't seen the pain of going through 6 to 9 months. We have to lay that out for everybody and say, this is what you're going to go through if we don't make a super aggressive offer, if we don't really get after this offer and get this house. I mean, we're going to be here 6 to 9 months from now. So they saw it, they jumped, we made it happen. Keep that in mind. If you're in the market right now looking to buy a house, you've got to bring it. Okay, there's no, sitting on the fence, I don't know if I... Wait for spring, wait for summer, see if more inventory comes on. But right now, you got to be ready to bring it because there's nothing out there and there's still buyers, all right? That's if you're buying. If you are selling, when else is the perfect time to sell? We think the typical springtime situation is we see the everything kind of crank up in March and April, and then we're full blown starting in May when it comes to the real estate market. This year, I think everything gets pushed forward or pushed back, or however you say it, 2 months. So I think that March market starts now. I think January and February are going to be kind of the ramp up months. And I think starting March 1st, it's going to be crazy all the way through the end of June. So if you are selling a house, there are a lot of houses coming on the market as we head through February and into March. A lot of people that we've talked to are preparing themselves to get on the market and take advantage of this market. Beat them to the market. Try and alleviate the amount of competition you're going to have. Less competition means more people looking at your house. Less competition means you get to set the price. Less competition means you're going to have more offers, you're going to have better offers, and not necessarily more expensive offers, because obviously if you wait a year, it's going to be more money. But right now, the offers that you're going to have, some of them are going to waive appraisals. Some of them are going to waive the financing contingency. Some of them may waive due diligence. They may just take the house as is, not even looking at it, which I don't agree with, but hey, they're buying the house, we're selling the house. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. You're going to be in a great position now versus 3 months from now, 4 months from now. This is your time. So that's what the market right now. What does the market look like going forward? Just hinted at it. I do think that we're going to have more homes coming on the market, as we head into March and head into April. And I think that between the fact that the rates are going to go up, I think we're going to have this cycle may start to break down a little bit as we head towards the middle part of the year and as we head into the summertime. That's the plan. Whether that comes to fruition, I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work out. But as you look at everything, I think that that's what the plan's going to be. That everything's going to start to break down, and we get to it's not going to get into a buyer's market. That's the thing to keep in mind. All these people waiting on the sidelines saying we're going to wait for the prices to go down. We're going to stop. That's not happening anytime in the next couple of years. I'd say at least 3 years, unless something major happens in the country, like something majorly catastrophic happens, God forbid. If we're just following real estate trends and following what's going on right now, we're going to be in a seller's market for a while. It's just we got to get out of this extreme, super bananas seller's market to just a seller's market. If we get the months of supply to like 2 to 3 months, then you got a seller's market. You got a lot of buyers that are looking, but it's not 40 offers per house or 30 offers per house. Then you're talking about 5 offers per house, 10 offers per house. You have a more manageable real estate thing. Is that easy? No. Is it easier than it is now? Yes. That's what I think we're going to see as I head towards the middle part of the year. So like I said, from a selling standpoint, this is your time to jump right now. From a buying standpoint, if we wait, you have the potential for the rates to go up, and the house that you want is going to go up in price in the next 6 months too. So while it's a bare knuckle brawl right now, sometimes we've got the tools to win it. Last year we had several buyers that bought houses under $300,000, I should say, under $300,000. That's the bare knuckle brawl zone where you just have all kinds of offers. You have all kinds of just slugfest people trying to win the houses, and we've been able to win a lot of them in that price range by doing all the things that we do to help our buyers out. So let's talk about what we can do to help you stand apart, help you really win those houses that you're looking for. Because even though it might be easier in 6 months to get the house, you're going to have higher interest rate and you're going to have a higher price on the house. Get into the bare knuckle brawl now. Get the house you want now before it goes up in price. That's what we're telling all of our people. So let's talk about it. Whether you are buying or whether you are selling in 2022, let's talk about how, as the calendar goes, what everything's going to look like going forward and why this might be the time to get it done, whether you're buying or you're selling. 470-233-4409. Steve, we're watching the real estate market from the bunker every day. Give us a call. Let's talk about it. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching the video today. If you want more information on what's going on in the real estate market, take a look at some of these videos over here that we've posted, keeping up with what buying, selling, things that are going on in the North Georgia market. But if you want to keep up with everything that we post to our YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel down there, bottom right. That way you won't miss out on anything.